I love M. Night Shyamalan. I think his method of storytelling is fabulous, and I love a Shyamalan twist. Unbreakable is actually one of the last of his films that I've seen. I know a lot of people start with Unbreakable. I was quite late to the party. The film was released in 2000, written and directed, of course, by Shyamalan, and stars Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson and Robin Wright. Really brilliant cast. Definitely a pull factor, but for me it's absolutely the narrative that makes this interesting. Now, I can confirm that I will not spoil anything. I will not reveal anything about this film other than the one-sentence description on IMDb, and I think that's all you need to know, hopefully, to be drawn into this. If you want to know a little bit more before you watch it, then you can find out more online in basic premises without receiving too many spoilers, but I think the best thing is to just go into it with no real knowledge. And this one line is, "A man learned something extraordinary about himself after a devastating accident." What is that extraordinary thing? I'm not going to tell you. The title might give it away a little bit, and you can kind of make up your own mind about what you think it's about if you haven't seen it. But I do love that title. There's just something about it that I think is simple, effective. It doesn't answer that many questions, but it gives you some suspicions, and I just think it's brilliant. 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, so it's definitely one that's very well received. The film itself is fabulous. There are films that come after this that are all tied together, and I have discussed that in those discussions. But this film, on its own, is beautiful. The narrative is compelling. It's a really fascinating concept. Again, I can't say too much about it, but once you watch it, I'm sure you'll agree that the subject that's being explored could have so many possibilities of what could have been done with this narrative and the directions it could have taken. And I do believe that the directions it did take were the perfect choice. I think the narrative was a great concept and the execution is fantastic. Bruce Willis is brilliant in this. I absolutely love his performance as David Dunn. Joseph Dunn is also brilliant, played by Spencer Treat Clark. Really, really great film. I kind of want to talk about specific plot points that I found really fascinating or I thought really helped to kind of propel it in the right direction. I won't, but I'll just say that those plot points did exist. There are certain moments that were just fabulous, and because there is so much that could be done with this concept, and I just didn't know what they were going to do, it was just full of so many surprises, and I absolutely love it. I think Shyamalan is an absolute genius, and had this been the first Shyamalan film I'd seen, I would have been hooked straight away. It wasn't, and I'm, obviously still love his work. I can't remember what the first one I saw was, to be perfectly honest, but big fan of his films. This one is absolutely worth watching. If you are new to Shyamalan's work, it's a fantastic one to start with. I think it kind of gives off the right vibes for what you can expect. It's fabulous. I love it. I don't want to say any more. Please watch Unbreakable.